did you have to do anything special for Felicia, or did she have to do something special for you to get this hookup? Yeah. All right, never mind. So we're gonna do now a little Q&A, you guys.
Wait, we have,
we're not.
I wanted Will to talk a little bit about what he's doing.
Yes.
I think it's a little bit explanatory.
Yes, that's true.
I just wanted to ask Will, actually, how hard was it not to Twitter about being on set?
It was almost as hard as lying to everyone I know and love in the world about why I was actually going to Comic-Con this year.
So not hard.
I've not heard at all. It was really hard to take a week off from the stuff that I normally do and be working on the show every day and seeing you guys being awesome and hilarious and not be able to talk about all the backstage shenanigans and hijinks. There are shenanigans and hijinks. If they try to tell you that they're not, they are lying to you. And let me tell you something, I know something about lying.
Wow. Okay, yeah, we're going to just open it up to Q&A in a minute, but we have one more thing to announce, because I said there were 4 surprises.
I forgot.
Yeah, there are 4 surprises. So to help us do that, there's a man over here who's going to come to the microphone named Scott Alley. He can tell you who he is and tell you other things.
Hi everybody, I'm Scott Alley. I'm the editor on Buffy Season 8, the comic series at Dark Horse. We also publish Serenity Comics and Dr. Horrible Comics, and I'm here to announce that we're going to be doing a Guild comic. Felicia's going to be writing it, which is spectacular. Felicia's going to be writing the book for us. And when I told my marketing department about it the other day, they thanked me profusely. And I took a picture of the crowd. I think they're going to be really excited to see the turnout.
Yeah, ever since I met Scott last year for Dr. Horrible, he actually had this idea, and I just was too busy. And we talked a couple months ago, and I was like, well, you know, it would be more interesting if we did a little bit more of the in-game stuff versus what we can do on the screen now. So that's kind of where the comic's going to be, a little bit more of the characters interacting within the game.
Yeah, so we'll see a mix of them in the real world, like you're used to seeing, but we'll also see them in the game world, and we're gonna look at 2 different art styles that will really give you a great fantasy comic and a great real life, kind of real adventure comic.
If you don't get 4 surprises.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
We got the center mic here. You can line up and ask us anything appropriate.
You're slightly chafing.
Is the microphone on? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to say your joke?
You have a joke?
This is my joke. This is my real chest. That's my joke, thanks.
Hello.
So, my question. Was it a conscious decision to have such an ethnically diverse cast? Because I think the Guild makeup is sort of more representative of the real world than, say, anything on network TV.
Yeah, you know, for me, I think the cool thing about online gaming is that you don't meet people face to face when you first face to face. You don't see what they look like when you're interacting with them, and I thought that that's kind of how the life should work. You shouldn't judge people on their skin color or their religion or their age. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this show, because I felt like this is an authentic way where, where you see those sitcoms and it's like, hey, she's got an Asian friend and a black friend, and they look like they've never met each before they got on set. So that's what I think I'm really proud of, because I don't try to shove it into the script. It's just I write characters for my friends. I wrote the character for Cindy.
I became Indian for the role.
You did.
You're doing a terrific job being Indian.
Thank you for that.
I lost all my hair.
Yes, such flowing locks before.
I was 22 years old.
Well, thank you for your sacrifice. Yeah, well, and I know that Twitter is making a lot
lot of people sort of get off the internet and actually meet people that they meet online. Have you had people actually coming up to you guys and talking about maybe actually meeting their guilds and things like that, and coming offline and meeting in real life because of the guild? Like, things like that?
Yeah, I have. I mean, I think the biggest compliment lately has been people downloading on Xbox, and guys come up to me and they're like, "This is the only time I've ever sat down with my wife/girlfriend in front of the Xbox. You are awesome." I think I'm gonna get her to play a game soon. I mean, I just tremble. So I mean, yeah, I think that it's pretty cool. I think a lot of people, especially girls, I'm really proud of the fact that, you know, there's so many women coming up and like, "Thanks for writing, you know, nerdy girls," because this took way too much energy today. I like the string here. Anyway, thank you.
Hi. I was wondering if you can talk a little bit about how and why the whole Twitter thing is such a priority, like right now, and who's the amazing person who's Twittering as this panel is going and stuff. That's interesting.
Oh, somebody Twittering right now? Brian Kamioka.
Brian Kamioka right here. He is the guild Twitter, although Felicia and I will also do it at times, but Brian's keeping you all up to date on everything, and he also organized this awesome scavenger hunt party that a lot of people... So he's who does that. What was the other part of the question?
I don't remember. Oh, Twitter, just the phenomenon of it?
Like, why is it such a priority for you guys, and how it's connected to the content?
I mean, I'm a nerd. Like, I like social networking, so whenever there's a new social network site, I'll go there even if it's going to collapse because I just want Felicia. So with Twitter, I was Felicia Day, and I got really pissed off, and that just started a trend. So anywhere you go, the leavings of the internet, there's a Felicia handle that's me, except for Twitter. But, I mean, the cool thing about Twitter is that there's just no barrier between you and meeting people and communicating with them. I mean, to me, I think celebrity culture is kind of gross. It makes me feel dirty, and the whole idea of deifying people just because they're on TV or you know, doing an artistic profession is it's not the priority. Or people just being famous for famous' sake. And what I
being deified.
Yes, I have no problem with that.
Deify away.
at Sandy Curry, please take pictures of him like coking up or whatever.
I was an early adopter for Twitter, I mean relative to when Twitter blew up, and I thought that it was this really cool new way to communicate with my friends and with just with random people. I come from an improv comedy background, and Twitter is this giant global game of yes and that we can all play together. It's really fun. And I was really annoyed by the explosion of kind of like big deal mainstream celebrities who I really felt were sort of like invading our space without like making an effort to understand it. And then I was even more annoyed with the big mainstream media, especially CNN, for trying to take Twitter and turn it into something that it wasn't. And I think it is an enormous testament to the fundamental mindset of we, like Twitter nerds that have been using this from the beginning, that we survived that like giant explosive 15 minutes of Twitter mania. And it's great for people like us and for a show like The Guild that we can completely circumvent the traditional old rules of communication for media and go directly to interact with the audience.
What do you say?